Blue Lock chapter 236, Goodbye, starts with Hayori's attempted shot that was stopped by Sendo in the previous chapter. The loose ball went to Aiko. Meanwhile, a frustrated Hayori tells himself that he thinks that he wasn't born to play football after all. After all he has been through, he's just feeling sadness, and he still believed football was his only reason to live. But with this shot, he has finally realized that it is enough. When he goes back, he will tell his parents properly that he will quit football and try to live without it. Hayori continued to stay on the field and kept smiling while playing, but inside he has decided to quit and say goodbye to Blue Lock. But suddenly Isagi is calling him out and screams at him to give him one more assist. In front of Hayori, Ubers with Aiko got the ball and protected from getting stolen. Sendo tells his teammates to start their counter design, while Raichi is telling his teammates to stop them. Hayori is surprised that Isagi is still expecting something from him, although he was too selfish and took a shot by himself and betrayed him. Isagi went running on the side and said, "Hayori, don't look, don't think, just do it. One step ahead of our imagination, reflexively." Nico was now forced to let go of the ball when Hayori suddenly remembered what he told Isagi to do by trying to doing it reflexively. I think it was back then in the third selection when Isagi struggled to keep up with Shido and Rin, and when Hayori gave Isagi some advice on what he should do. Hayori is now confused and doesn't know what he should do and what Isagi is trying to tell him, but what he knows is that Isagi still has expectations from him that want him to believe in them. Hayori now remembers his parents again, telling him to become the world's best, that if he won't become the world's best, his parents will get a divorce. The expectations of his parents have always been directed towards him as a human being, but Isagi's expectations are different somehow. Isagi's expectations are not for those humans that can't be changed by their own hands, but for a goal, a future. He can change, and Hayori can be the one to change his future and have an influence on it. The ball gets passed around, but Isagi gets it while he's behind Lorenzo. Hayori knows that Isagi is looking for those who will help him achieve that future together, and this is the reason why everyone is fascinated by Isagi and evolves. And this is already a huge hint that Isagi will for sure become the world's best striker one day, as he's starting to develop this aura, this ego that isn't just bringing himself to the top. It's an ego that evolves each and everyone's performance and ego around him, which is the reason why Isagi will be the world's best among other world-class players. From Isagi, the ball went to Baru, however both Yukimiya and Raichi were there to stop him. By the way, I think it's super funny that Baru is just insulting them by calling them side characters. Baru then kicked the ball, but Kunigami managed to stop it. So Kunigami has finally done something useful in this match, and the ball is up in the air, but Gagamaru got the ball before Sendo and Aiko got to it. Gagamaru throws the ball, and we can see Hayori, who is shocked. Hayori thinks it's impossible, that pass, that goal, and that there's no way it will work if you think about it. Hayori now has the ball, and Isagi tells Hayori to go. Hayori thinks that it can't be helped. This will be the last shot in this life of football. One more time, and for the last time, Hayori will go along with Isagi and share his crazy dream, his imagination. Where there's Hayori, there's a way. Devour Isagi's dream with everything you've got, and this is how chapter 236 comes to an end. So Hayori decided to quit on football as he realized that he doesn't have the quality to become the world's best striker, and now due to the greatness and influence of Isagi, Hayori will start the final attack of this match for best at Munich and share his imagination with Isagi one more time. I think we all know that this is going to be the final goal of the match, with Isagi scoring it due to the help of Hayori, and what I'm asking myself now is if Hayori is actually still going to quit after the match, or not, because like I've hinted for several weeks now, that there must still be a huge player that is going to quit or that won't make it through the Neo EGOIST League or Blue Lock in general, and maybe it is going to be Hayori and not Yukimiya, but my bet is still on Yuki. It will also be exciting to see if KAISER will interfere in the end and steal the goal of Isagi in the last moment, as Isagi's desperation and frustration to score a goal by himself has been built up by Kaneshiro for weeks now, and this would be the best moment to build up a frustrated Isagi for the last and biggest match in the Neo EGOIST League against PXG, but we will see. Alright guys, so what do you think about chapter 236? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, stay safe and have a nice day.